Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to Castle Coombe round 4 of this year, 2023. And it's another dry round. Not really much to say, but I did want to talk about the practice here. Going off of last round, I didn't feel very confident because, like, I made that... If you haven't watched it, then I'm going to talk about it, but I made a mistake where I just tried to overtake someone and I completely messed it up. I just went straight on, and I lost a lot of positions off of that. And after that, I didn't really have the confidence to make any moves, but practice was reassuring because I got overtaken in the beginning, but I was able to come back and then re-overtake them, which, I mean, it is practice. I mean, they'd probably be defending if it was a final, but it still gave me some confidence for the round, so let's get to the first heat. Here we are in the first heat, starting on pole, and here for the start, and we get a good start compared to second, so we're up into the lead, not like last time around where I lost the lead immediately, but coming up the hill, we have a quick look behind. Am I going to go defensive? You could see he was right behind me there. I'm going to go defensive, and I just get a really bad drive around that corner, and I come wide a bit here, and he comes through on the inside, because he already had the sort of front of his cart on the inside. Couldn't really see it on the camera, but he was there, so I did have to leave the space, and we've already lost pole position, so we're going to have to try and get it back here if we want a good round. We're off to a bad start already. But yeah, and there's only 4 carts in these heats today, which is fewer people, I suppose. But yeah, we've got to see if we can try and catch the driver ahead. And it looks like we are. We've caught up to him quite a bit after I hit the wall after he overtook me. So I lost some time because of that. But we're right behind him now, so maybe we can look at making a move when we come up the hill here into this hairpin. He looks behind and he goes defensive, so I'm going to try and go around the outside, I guess. I'm not sure why I would do that. I would probably opt for a switchback or something, if that was me now, but who knows what I was thinking. And see, he's still looking behind. Definitely got him under pressure here. We're right behind him again, but I did give him a little bit of a tap, so I lost that drive. And we're way far behind now, so we're not going to be able to make a move. But he still goes defensive, and so he gets a bad drive, and we're right on him once again. Just about to come onto the final lap, coming around the final section here. We're still right behind him, and maybe we can look for a move on this corner, but we're still too far away. And we're getting... I feel like we're taking that corner better, but we just can't use it in any way. And you can see he looks behind for a very long time there, just solely dedicated on trying to keep us behind, and he gets another bad run because he was defending, but he hits the wall there. But yeah, we're going to come around the final corner, and we're going to finish second in our pole heat, unfortunately. Disappointing, but I'm sure he's happy about it, as you can see. But yeah, disappointing, but we'll still give him a thumbs up. Alright, here we are for the second heat. Let's see if we can get a better heat after the first heat. We're starting 4th, so basically last, and we give the cart ahead a bump. And we're going to try and come to the inside, but it's just not going to work for us, and we're going to have to back out. And the guy in front of us backs out as well. So now we're miles away from the lead, and we're last. So we immediately go for a move on the inside there, which I think was helped by the confidence I got in practice. Just getting the experience doing that move. I don't really have a lot of experience driving karts. I mean, I do it like once or twice a month. I'm doing Castle Coombe and SRK, but there's a lot of people like competing in these championships who have a lot more experience, and so I lack the ability or the confidence to make moves when I need to. But working on that, hopefully, as I did make a move there, and maybe we can make a move there, but I decided not to. Probably comfortable just doing the hairpin overtake. So we're right behind him now. Let's see if we go for it. He's going to look behind, but he's not going to go defensive, so we're going to go up the inside and just overtake him. Nice and easy. And we're only behind the cart in first now. So up to second from last, that's not bad. But it'd be even better if we can finish first, so let's try and catch him, but there is a big gap, so it's not looking very likely. Coming up the hill. And he doesn't even have to look behind because he's that confident in his gap, it looks like. But we're still going to try. And it looks like we are catching him a little bit, but it's the last lap already, so it's not looking very likely that we'll catch him, but maybe we can set a good lap as we set our fastest lap there, 25:35, which matters if you are equal on points with someone after the heats. And coming up to the hairpin now, he goes defensive, and he really messes up the corner, and I get a way better drive on him on the inside. We get squeezed between the wall and him, and we get by into first around the final corner, and we finish first. So yeah, that was quite lucky. Alright, start of the third heat now, and wow, I didn't leave myself any time to talk, and we're immediately going down the inside of first place, and he sees we're there, and he leaves space, and we're immediately up into first from third. Sorry that happened so fast, but yeah, I don't know what I was doing there. Going up the hill, we're going to look behind, and are we going to go defensive into the hairpin? Nope, we're going to go wide, and I do a little slide there. And yeah, we're up into first from third, and a nice, what should be easy heat from here on, as we come around to do some laps. So on our second lap, we do a 25.52, which is not really that good. And for our third lap, a 25.34, so we beat our fastest lap by just a little bit. And now on the penultimate lap, a 25.27, so we are improving our time. And let's see if we can improve it one final time on this final lap. Coming around the final corner and checkered flag, we get a 25.24, so that's not that bad. Hopefully it will gain us some positions. And it's actually been quite a good score so far. We've gotten 1 second and 2 wins, despite our pole heat being second. So yeah, hopefully the last round, or the last heat, will be some good points, and we might get a good position in the final. Here we are at the start of the fourth and final heat now, starting on second. Let's see if we can get a better start than first, and it looks like we do, and are we able to get ahead? Yep. And immediately we're up into first. So the question is, are we able to defend it up into this top hairpin? And if we can, then we should be pretty good. We look behind, just make sure, and we go wide and we come in, so we don't go defensive, and so we must have gotten a pretty good gap, and that should only extend from here. And yeah, coming across the line to finish our first lap, which it's a lap time that doesn't even matter. Alright, so on the second lap we do a 25.72, so that's a pretty bad lap. Third lap now, and we do a 25.37, so that's alright. And the fourth lap, the penultimate lap, we get a 25.46, so we're getting a bit slower. Maybe this cart I'm not liking too much compared to the 25.24 lap cart. And the final lap now, let's see what we do. A 25.6, so not very good, but we did get 10 points, and we are at a solid 38 points, because we won all the other heats except for our pole heat, so let's go to the final. Okay, and here we are in the final. We managed to qualify third after getting 38 points, so here's the start. Let me get a good start. Anyone alongside us? Doesn't look like it, and we're going to be pretty safe into this first corner, because we're starting on the inside. Can't go alongside a second there, and they've got a better exit than me, so they've gotten pretty far ahead. I look behind. Am I going to go defensive here? Not really. I'm going to take the middle line, and I get hit from behind. I get turned around, and I'm trying to keep my foot down, but I just lost so many positions since it happened on the first lap, and everyone's already bunched together. We have to avoid that cart there. Get sent out wide, which opens the door for that cart on the inside, but that turns to the outside, and we managed to keep that position, and we are in 7th from 3rd. So really disappointing, but it's only the beginning of the race, so let's see what we can do. Coming up the hill now. White cart's going to come wide, he's going to open the door, we're going to go up the inside, and is he still there? He's still there on the outside, but we've got the inside, and so we keep that position, and we're up into 6th. So we've already got one move done, just 3 more to go to get back to where we were. So let's see if we can catch up. Looks like one driver isn't happy with the other up ahead, putting his arms up. So maybe if they race each other, fight each other a bit, we can catch up. And that's for 3rd, so that's exactly what we need. And of course, someone ahead could have a penalty from hitting me around, so we could be up to 5th or 4th. We just have to hope for some penalties ahead, maybe. And yeah, we're right up behind the driver ahead now, so let's see if we can go for a move up the hill here. He's going to look behind, he's going to look behind, so he's going to be wary of us. He is going to go defensive, so we're going to go on the outside, but I was kind of in the middle. I didn't commit to being on the inside or the outside. I feel like I should have been far on the outside and then tried to go for a switchback or something. But we're still really close to him, so let's see if we can try it again on the hill. coming up the hill now, but there is a red flag, so I'm not sure what that was for. I wasn't sure at the time, I'm still not sure now, like 5 months later. But the race will be restarted, so we'll go to that in a bit. Where is that? Oh, right here. So we're lining up in the 6th grid spot, and for some reason we're doing an extra lap, I guess. So here's the start, starting on the outside, so we want to get to the inside as soon as possible, and the gap does open up, we get to the inside, and so we're up into 5th already, and we're in the fight for 2nd here, potentially. We're already side by side with 4th, so can we get this position up the hill? We're going to get held up a bit by the driver in 3rd now. We're coming up to the hairpin, let's see what happens here. The driver in 4th goes wide, so are we going to be able to get on the inside here? Nope, he's going to get a way better exit than us, and we're going to try and follow this cart ahead, but we're going to be on the outside, and we're going to get overtaken here. And again, we get a bad run, and we get squeezed between this wall here. So we're going to be on the outside for this corner. We've already lost position, and we get pretty much put into the wall. There wasn't enough space, but you can see I wasn't very happy with that, but I just think it's funny looking back. Yeah. And you can see another cart in the wall up there, and for some reason I was going really slow. And then I was like, oh wait, we're racing. And then I got going again. But yeah, it's whatever. At this point, not a lot really happens, so I'm just gonna go through my laps with you, because at this point, I was just trying to get a fast lap, because who knows, maybe I could get the fastest lap point, but it's very unlikely, as we do a 45.3, as we're in the wall for that lap, which means we're probably pretty close to getting laps, and I think we were, as I believe this marshal up ahead was trying to get us to get going, as you can see. And again, for a 25.64, so that was a very bad lap. And for our penultimate time around, we do a 25.21. We are now onto our final lap, which I will show to you, because it was a pretty good lap, I think. I was pretty smooth coming up to this top corner here, and come around it, not too bad, I don't think. Around this little chicaney part, not really unsettling the cart, and the finish line we do a 25.04. So I was pretty happy with that lap time, though it is not the fastest of the day, but it was significantly faster than what I did before, so that's alright. We do finish 9th in the final, which is very disappointing after qualifying 3rd, and I feel like I could have done a lot better if I was capable of a 25.04. But yeah, here's the results. You can see I finished 9th, and unfortunately I didn't move up from any penalties ahead. The driver who, the driver who hit me around did get a penalty, and the driver who pretty much forced me to go into the wall did get a penalty, but we didn't gain anything from those, so unfortunate. But we could have finished 3rd this round, but we can definitely do it another round. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video. If you liked this one, then try another one. Maybe I've already posted next round. Probably not, because I take forever to make videos. Subscribe, like the video, because that helps a lot, actually. And yeah, thanks. See ya. Oh, leave a comment, too.